answer to that is yes. Biodegradable bags would be a great thing. It's not only the bags we carry the groceries out in, it's the stuff that they package the groceries we're buying that will, be in our environment for, 50, 100 years. I was watching the news the other night, and they were talking about certain things that degrade down to very small plastic particles that are now cropping up in the craws of birds, in fish, and ultimately killing them. So yes, I would do that. I will tell you a quick story, and then you can finish your question. Probably 15 years ago, I called Mayor Bob one day, and I said, Bob, we've got a county jail full of people. Why don't we go out to the dump and pave a big slab and have one place for glass, one place for cardboard, and one place for plastic. And then we invite the inmates at the county jail the opportunity to put on a little jumpsuit and some gloves and boots. And if they work out there all day separating stuff, we don't really have to train them to know the difference between glass, plastic, and cardboard, do we? And then you give them a day off their sentence. And we get some work out of them, and we get started recycling. Now, I love Mayor Bob. I've known Bob since we were kids. His answer was, I'll talk to the lawyers, but there may be some liability problems, and I don't know. And that was the last I ever heard of it. So that's been an issue for me for a long time, and so the answer to your question is yes.
Well, just to follow up, I think what you hear from the other side is that we don't have the right to force businesses to do these business practices, and I'm just curious, as philosophically, where do you come down on that? I understand, you don't want over-regulation, but at the same time, is it for the greater good that we pass laws saying that if you're in operation and you do produce these voluminous amounts of recyclable waste, it is absolutely mandated that you must collect those and recycle them? Well, do you have a problem with that? There's a philosophical difference.
Philosophically, I don't have a problem dictating to business that this is a direct danger to the environment because it doesn't go away. Once it's discarded, it's there forever. We can't I don't think business wants to volunteer to do the trash pickup every day, to work the creeks, to work the roadsides, for litter, for this stuff. So I think that the business community would respond to this if presented to them in an appropriate way. The public has to recognize that there's a trade-off. Business will say, obviously, and perhaps it's true, that to create a biodegradable container is going to cost a little more. Well, business didn't have any problem reducing the number of potato chips in my bag and leaving me with a bunch of air, so and charging me the same thing. So, I'm willing to have the conversation with business about, let's figure out how to fix this together. And if it costs you a little more and costs me a little more, then so be it. But do I think that's unreasonable to reach out to the business interests and say, this is something we're going to do? We impose a lot of rules on business that aren't unreasonable. Now, we hear some screaming, but, again, it's a priority for me that we protect the environment. And how we do that, that's one area that I think we're gonna get to, and we should have gotten to it sometime before now.